And we welcome you live to Bloomington High School North, Tom McKinney Court here at the Cougar Den, where tonight it's JV boys basketball action as the Seymour Owls pay a visit to face the Bloomington North Cougars. Glad you could join us for North Cougar basketball here on Smithville Sports. Alongside Quinn Saturday, I am Nick Jenkinson. And Quinn, it's a quick turnaround for these teams after Seymour played at home last night against Charlestown, and then Bloomington North was crosstown, falling to their rival Bloomington South 41-33.
Yeah, very close games, both in the JV and the varsity game for Bloomington North. We talked about a little bit in the broadcast of last night of the Edgewood game, but is this going to be another letdown? We saw it happen last year where they got up to the occasion when they were a much weaker team, gave South quite a scare, but then afterwards they kind of laid an egg the next game. It will be very interesting to see the mentality and the focus. I'm definitely sure that Coach Spear has kind of gotten into their heads that they cannot start out slow here tonight, and I bet that Jabril Conte probably is telling that to the JV team as well.
Yeah, the JV team is having as good a season as the varsity. Their losses come against Center Grove 62-28, Evansville North 50-35, and then last night against Bloomington South 41-33. Wins over Mooresville, Northview, Evansville Central, and Shelbyville, Evansville Wrights, and also Southport. So it's a it's a quick turnaround. They play the back-to-backs for both teams, and then was talking to Jackson Ryan, who's the Seymour JV coach, and he said his team this year 4-6 so far. Seymour plays a tough schedule, a lot of mixture of 4A, a couple 3A teams, and also a 2A team. Beat Charlestown last night, who was a 3A school. So our starting lineups for Seymour, number 21 is Ryan Elmore, forward 5'10 sophomore. Drew Veslige, another forward 6'2 sophomore. At guard, Brandon Kleber, 6'5 sophomore. Bryson Baugh is number 10, 5'9 sophomore. And then Dylan Fields is a 5'9 forward. Again, Jackson Ryan, the JV coach, played for Bedford North Lawrence, was also JV coach at Terre Haute North a few years ago. And then for Bloomington North, they're going to start Cade Loffman at forward, 6'3 junior, number 21. Gavin Hillenberg, 6'4 sophomore, number 31. At guard, Kevin Mims, the third, 5'9 sophomore, wearing number 5. Marco Fitch, 5'11 freshman, wearing number 11. And then Nate Tuhill is 5'11 and a sophomore. Jabril Conte, his Indiana All-Star jersey hangs in this west wall, 1998 Indiana All-Star, played for Indiana State University, was on the 1997 state championship team, the last one-class state champion in the state of Indiana. And again, he's, as we've seen the last couple of years, Quinn, he's done a good job with this JV team.
He's definitely brought quite a bit of intensity to this JV team. Really, you got to give him a lot of credit for helping shape the players who have now raised the varsity game as well. He's done an excellent job of coaching these young men up. And for right now, this is yet another group of players that will someday be varsity players, good varsity players, because of Jabril Conte.
And the North varsity also 7-3 this season as well. North in the white, Seymour in the purple, and we are underway here from the Cougar Den. Mims controls it, gets it to Fitch, back to Mims, to Hillenberg, to Fitch. Trying to get that screen from Hillenberg. Fitch going to take a shot. It is off the mark, and it is rebounded by the Owls, which is Veslige, number 22, and Kleber's going to bring it up. Seymour with it. And Seymour trying to get help there. Good pressure by North. Veslige with it. Guarded by Hillenberg. He's going to drive in the lane. It is no good. Loftman falls to the floor. And that was out of bounds off the Cougars. It will be Seymour ball. No score, almost a minute in. Seymour with it. Veslage gets it to Kleber. Back to Veslage. Seymour doesn't look like they want to push the pace at this point. They're pretty much going half-court offense, and Fitch takes it away, and he's going to go in uncontested and put North on the board.
Yeah, it didn't work out for that three-pointer earlier, so he decided to take it to the basket this time.
As Cougars were double-teaming the ball handlers. Kleber had the ball. Now Mims tries to knock it away from Fields. Now it's going to be a foul on Fitch. That's his first and the team's first. Seymour will have it out of bounds. Elmore going to inbound. Again, North putting a lot of pressure on that ball. Kleber going to drive, and he gets it off the glass and good, and Seymour has tied this game up.
That's an excellent job of using your defender. The defender is trying to basically cut off to the basket, but he was able to maneuver him so that he was able to slide in on the right side and get a nice bank shot.
Fitch with it. Hillenberg, top of the key, three is short, long rebound. And that was last touch by Baugh, and it will be North ball. Zach Rager, number 43, is going to check in. He's going to replace Hillenberg. Loftman inside Rager, and Rager scores underneath.
Rager basically had one-on-one coverage right out of that and was able to immediately just beat his man right to the bucket.
Excellent out-of-bounds pass from Loftman to Rager. North up by 2.
Kind of showing the importance of out-of-bounds defense, not leaving players on an island.
As North doing a good job of keeping their man in front of them when they get the ball. Seymour really not able to push the pace. A foul called. That's on Nate Toohill, his first, and the team's second. Seymour ball. Just 4-2 early on here, JV. 7-minute quarters. As Veslage has to get it, can't get it to go. Well defended by Loftman, and now a foul on the Owls, and it will be Veslage.
Just a simple reach-in foul, especially when there is a quick turnover or like on a kind of a bad shot. There's always that one player who tries to poke away the ball so they can get the possession right back. But it's really such a risky thing to do, and often, as you see there, leads to a foul.
As you see inside, Marco Fitch able to get the jumper in the lane, his 4th point of the contest. And an excellent play by Rager. He was double teamed and able to kick it right back out to Fitch. 6-2, Cougars lead. This is Fields with it for Seymour. Guarded by Loftman. 10 is Bryson Baugh.
Fields, one of only 2 freshmen on this JV team.
Rest are all sophomores for Jackson Ryan. And that is Veslage getting fouled. That will be on Mims, his first and the team's third. So Seymour will have it out of bounds early on. This is Kleber, shot short, Mims.
Yeah, he got away with the travel.
And then Fitch finding Rager underneath. Good job by Veslage, kept his hands up, did not cause the foul, and caused the turnover. Veslage now guarded by Rager, going one-on-one. Puts it up, left short. Loffman with the rebound. And here's Mims. Fitch. Good entry pass into Rager, and Rager finishes.
Rager already has such a developed post game. You can see right there, especially after the inbound pass to him, able to identify being one-on-one. And right there, just excellent job of sealing off his man from the basket.
And it was a beautiful pass into Fitch. They've made that combination twice now. Fitch and Rager have combined for all 8 points so far. Cleaver. Guarded by Loffman. He's going to drive. 3 Cougars. Mims just blocks it and takes it away. 2-on-1. To Hill. Nice pass from Mims.
Very unselfish pass as well. Would have expected, usually expect a player who's able to get a block like that to take it all the way, but he was very unselfish, realizing he had a player wide open.
Kleber gets knocked to the floor. It's taken away. Loffman gets the defender off his feet, can't finish. And then Rager can't finish. Ball last touched by Seymour. Seymour fans don't agree with that one.
Seymour is getting dominated on the glass at this moment. Both Loffman and Rager are just absolutely able to get the ball whenever they want.
Marcus Brooks, number 15. Colin Wetzel, number 20, come in as Zach Rager scores his 6th point of the night. And it's a 10-point lead for Bloomington North. Here is Bryson Baugh. Or no, that's 30, that's Dylan Fields. And here comes North in transition. To Hill, left it short. Last touch by the Cougars, Seymour Owls. Approaching a minute to go here in the first quarter. You see the trap in the corner, and then there, To Hill with the steal. Left it too strong. Finds Fitch, went right through his hands, out of bounds. But it's off Seymour, so it'll be North ball. To Hill. And it's going to be a foul on Seymour as Colin Wetzel, team's foul. So Loffman gets it to Mims, and a good finish for Kevin Mims. Jackson Ryan has seen enough with a 14-2 lead for Bloomington North.
As I said, that dominance around the paint has just really taken a toll, just getting basically anything at the basket, and whenever they miss, they're just able to grab their own rebound as well. That coach is probably telling them to box out, and that's probably has it tattooed on his head right now. He's like, box out, because right now this is completely this is very hard to come back from if you're just unable to rebound the ball.
Yeah, the Seymour Owls again. Jackson Ryan, the JV coach. Seymour in the Hoosier Hills Conference. Jeffersonville, Floyd Central, Columbus East, Madison, Jennings County, Bedford, North Lawrence, and New Albany in that conference. Seymour plays in the 3rd largest gym in Indiana, 8,110 capacity at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium, just behind Newcastle, 9,314, and East Chicago Central's 8,296. They always host the sectional regionals, the 4A regionals, and then they host a semi-state. And I've been down to the Seymour Gym so many times. A great place to watch a game, and it's always, when it's packed in that gym. Owls lose it out of bounds. It'll be North basketball. We kind of saw this last night when Edgewood sped up Brown County.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same thing for Seymour. They don't want to play fast. They want to play half court, and North is speeding them up, and they don't. and they don't seem to handle it well at the moment. As Loffman lost that one out of bounds, it'll be Seymour ball.
What the speeding up is really doing is that they're not able to actually set a proper offense, and they're basically just shooting whenever someone's open instead, which has led to a lot of misaimed shots.
And it also has led to a lot of turnovers, and there is Loffman, and he is able to finish. And just like last 6 Cougars have scored so far, as it's all Bloomington North here, 16-2 after 1 quarter on Smithville Sports.
Welcome to Technology Powered by Smithville. Let our welcoming and friendly staff help you with your technology needs. Stop by to get Smithville Cellular Extra plans on the latest devices. Get routers and tech products at great prices. Plus, if you're a Smithville customer, you can pay your bill and change services. Come see us at the Clear Creek Crossing Plaza or check us out at smithville.com/technology. Technology Powered by Smithville, Bloomington's communications and tech store.
As we welcome you back to Tom McKinney Court here at the Cougar Den at Bloomington High School North, you see Jackson Ryan, the JV coach at Seymour. The Owls trail the Cougars 16-2 here after the first quarter. Glad you could join us for North Cougar basketball here on Smithville Sports alongside Quinn Saturday. I am Nick Jenkinson, and Quinn, so far 5 Cougars have scored. Leading the way is Zach Rager with 6 points.
And Rager was absolutely phenomenal, just showing off some very advanced post moves and just an absolute stellar ability to just automatically box out his opponent and just get in position. That's probably what's been most impressive. The 6 points is nice, but just his way of commanding in the paint as we get yet another basket, this time by Colin Weegar.
Colin Weegar, now the 6th Cougar to score as he just entered the game. Also Xavier Trueblood, number 3 into the game for the Cougars as well, along with Loffman, Hillenberg, and Mims on the floor for Bloomington North. Now a foul for the Cougars.
They kind of lost Bob right there. They were basically ball looking to pass, and immediately that's kind of the one thing about having such a stretched out defense is that your attention is immediately shifting to whoever has it next. And right there, basically they lost track of him, and Ball was able to go to the rim and draw the foul.
Seymour will have it out of bounds. Ryan Elmore back in the game for Seymour. Where's 21? Seymour has not been able to get any really open looks or good looks at the basket so far. Veslage puts up a shot contested. Can't get it. Rebound Hillenberg, and here comes North. Xavier Trueblood, Hillenberg. Now is going to reset with Mims. Trying to get the screen from Loffman. Trueblood, Mims. Going to put up the shot off the glass and gets it to go. Mims' 4th point of the night. Colin Wetzel's 2nd foul, team's 3rd. Kevin Mims at the line. And he misses that one. 23 is Cooper Macy into the game for the Cougars. That is taken away. Colin Weegar gets it to Gavin Hillenberg underneath. Mims gets it, going to put up the 3 and nail it for Kevin Mims. He's got 7.
Very dangerous shooter from outside. He's able to get to the basket very easily as well.
Then it's a foul on the Cougars. That's on Mims, his 2nd. Team's 5th foul. Marco Fitch back in, replaces Mims. Cougars dominating here, up 21. Drew Veslage. 21. Drives to the basket. That's Elmore, and he is fouled.
And see, the reason why this offense seems to be doing nothing is that they're all spaced out on the perimeter. They need some action in the middle. They need someone in the post. Try to create a little bit of disadvantage. Basically, the Bloomington North defense can just sit back and react to whatever happens. They need to create some misdirection and try to trick up the Cougar defense.
That is taken away by Loffman, one-on-one. Loffman partially blocked, gets it back, and is able to score. 25-2 now. And again, you see North's defense not letting up. Full court pressure as Fields has it for Seymour, guarded by Uyghur. This is as Hillenberg commits the foul on Bryson Baugh as he was driving to the basket. That's his second.
That will put Seymour in the bonus.
Bryson Baugh, a 5'9" sophomore. Again, all sophomores and 2 freshmen on this team, this JV team, as Baugh hits the foul shot. We're going to see.
That ends a 23-0 run.
See Thomas Frazier enter the game, number 50. He's 6'4". Probably is the tallest Seymour player, so maybe can give Seymour a post presence that you were alluding to just a little bit ago. As Baugh hits both. Elijah Osborne, 33, checks into the game as well, replacing Baugh. 25-4 lead. Number 12, Ryan Bramwell, in the game for Bloomington North. 3 for Uyghur, 2 strong. Offensive board for Macy. Loffman inside, can't get to go. Bramwell reverse layup, can't get it to go. And then a jump ball call as Bramwell and Elmore went to the floor battling for it. Approaching 4 minutes to go here before halftime. Stay tuned. We'll have a great halftime feature for you. North in complete control. 7-3 here on this JV season. Uyghur 3, and it is good for Colin Uyghur. Second 3 of the night for Bloomington North. There's the pressure. Macy deflects it out of bounds. Seymour ball.
Here's the thing. Bloomington North will continue to run this full court press until Seymour can prove they can break it, because basically as long as they are in this full court, as long as they are not exposed in it, they have no reason not to continue doing it. And it's also not causing them not to have to run around as much. If you can make them work on this defense and tire them out, that is your goal. That and get mismatches.
And they are doing a great job of that so far. Now they have to avoid. Now Jackson Ryan calls the timeout to basically avoid that 10-second call as well. So the second timeout used by Jackson Ryan here in the first half. As again, all Bloomington North so far. Looking at what they've won, they beat Mooresville 58-43, Northview 65-37, Evansville Central was 54-50, beat Shelbyville 58-51, 2 overtimes. Evansville Wrights 54-45, Southport 67-35. So this North team capable of putting up a lot of points, but also they struggled when they lost against Center Grove, scored 28, Evansville North scored 35, and last night scored 33. So, well on their way here with a commanding 28-4 lead. They break that this time as 33 is Elijah Osborne. Veslige 22. There is a 3-ball by Brandon Kleber. And then Colin Weeger, too strong. Loffman, the offensive rebound. Spin move in the lane, too strong, and Osborne with the rebound.
And you see, they're unable to do the full court press. We're not able to go straight into the full court press. This is what they need to do. They need to be able to disrupt Bloomington North's rhythm. During that 23-0 run, they were basically a machine, just continuously going. And here we get another three-pointer.
As Kleber misses that one, Fitch with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Macy. Gets around the screen from Bramwell. And now going to reset. Weeger gets it to Loffman. One-on-one. Loffman spin move. And one for Cade Loffman. That's his 6th point of the contest. Thomas Frazier picks up his first foul. And now Jackson Ryan's going to bring in a whole new 5.
I've just been so impressed with Cade Loffman's growth as a basketball player, especially as a post player from last season to this season. He seems a lot more confident and just has a couple nifty moves. Looks really good as a basketball player. Like I said, that was a nice spin move and being able to get the and one. And he's been doing an excellent job of getting rebounds today as well.
Cade Loffman, one of the football stars for Bloomington North on both ends of the ball. But again, has played very well done very well as a basketball player as a junior. He's got 7 points so far in this game. Again, wholesale substitutions for the Owls. As you see, again, that press just keeps on coming. And 52 is Marcus Brooks, 6'2" freshman. He and Dylan Fields, the 2 freshmen on this Seymour JV squad.
Here we go. We're starting to see a lot more movement. Earlier in the second quarter, we weren't seeing any movement whatsoever. We saw a lot of standing around. Now we're seeing some screens moving around and a little bit more confidence as we hit a 3 right there by number 30, Dylan Fields.
Second 3 for Seymour in this game. As 1.5 minutes to go before halftime. Varsity will follow 20 minutes after this one. Xavier Trueblood gets fouled. That's on David Persinger, his first and the team's 5th. Trueblood gets it in to Fitch. And I expect North to run a little clock here. Weeger with it. Gets it to Fitch. Back out to Trueblood. There's Trueblood. Got to find somebody. He finds Weeger. North going to run some clock. Seymour not letting up, though. Weeger with it. Gets it to Fitch. Gets it over to Trueblood. Trying to implement that 5-second closely guarded count. And they almost got one there. Fitch kicks it back out, and they lose the ball as he throws it over the head of Trueblood out of bounds. Don't think that's the possession that Jabril Conde wanted. And then Seymour just loses it as Bryson Ball tries to throw a bounce pass to nobody and tails out of bounds.
I think he was trying to throw it off of a Bloomington North player, have it go out of bounds because he was trapped across the sideline.
Colin Weegar at the buzzer, and it's off the top of the backboard, and Bloomington North in control, 31-10 here as we look at the highlights. Not a lot for Seymour, though. Brandon Kleber gets the bucket. Zach Rager underneath with 6 points, showing, as you said, those post moves oh so well. Kevin Mims, the nice drop off to Nate Toohill. Rager. Mims, he's having a good game so far with 7 points. And he comes in with the hustle play and drains the three. And then Seymour getting a little confidence as Kleber hits the three. And then Fields drains the three as we're at halftime. Bloomington North 31, Seymour 10 on Smithville Sports. We welcome you back to the Cougar Den here. Tom McKinney Court at Bloomington High School North. Cougars in control, 31-10 over the Seymour Owls as we start the second half of the JV contest. Glad you could join us for North Cougar basketball here on Smithville Sports alongside Quinn Saturday. I am Nick Jenkinson. Quinn, 6 Bloomington North players scored in that first half. Leading the way, Kevin Mims and Kate Loffman with 7 apiece.
Yeah, both of them did an excellent job in that first half, and not, as you mentioned, many people scored for them. Zach Rager also did an excellent job in that first half of establishing himself in the post. Mims from outside, Loffman basically everywhere.
Yeah, well, Zach Rager with 6, Colin Weegar 5, Marco Fitch 4, Nate Toohill 2 for Bloomington North. Brandon Kleber with 5, Dylan Fields with 3, and Bryson Ball with 2 for the Owls. One thing that Bloomington North did very well in that first half, forced a lot of turnovers. Full court press, forced a lot of turnovers, and scored a lot of points in transition as well.
And not just that, but also disrupted the entire flow of the offense for the Owls.
So we are underway here in the third quarter. There is Loffman driving inside, and he has 9. And again, here comes that full court press. Cougars coming off a loss to Bloomington South last night.
I am liking the fact that Seymour is being a little bit more aggressive and are passing the ball a lot more, they were very tentative at times in that first half. So it's good to see that their play near the end of the second half is carrying over into, late end of the first half is playing into the second half.
Zach Rager was called for the travel. Seymour was standing around a lot in the first half, and like he said, more aggressive, moving the ball now a lot better on offense. That's something Jackson Ryan probably addressed with his team at halftime. Veslage down the lane, too strong, rebound Loffman, and he's going to bring it up, and he's going to throw Rager a pass up ahead, but he can't hold on to it. It goes out of bounds, Seymour ball. Good idea, just too strong of a pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here is Seymour. Now they're able to get it across the timeline. Kleber, he thought about the 3.
The more they're able to break this press, the more tired Bloomington North becomes because they have to work even harder.
Shot no good for Bryson Ball. And Loffman with it, and we'll give it to Fitch as he brings it across.
Fitch had a really nice start to this game. A little quiet second quarter onwards, but I expect him to get back in it as well.
And they just called the 5-second call on Fitch, as that was what Seymour was trying to do late in that first half. They were trying to, get North to, the 5-second calls but that's the first one they've had. There's Veslage, and he is fouled.
I have to give a lot of credit to Veslage. He is fearless trying to go to the basket, even though time and time again he's been stopped either with a block or getting fouled or losing the ball. He continues to go at the basket fearlessly.
6'2" sophomore is Veslage. He misses that foul shot. Seymour 2 of 3 at the line so far. One more for Veslage. And he gets that one to go. 3 of 4 at the line for the Owls in this game. And now Seymour's going to put a little press on. Xavier Trueblood easily breaks it with a nice bounce pass to Zach Rager.
Yeah, they quickly realized that was not a good idea.
Rager has 8. Veslage jumper in the lane is good. He's got 3. And then Rager gets fouled on the nice pass from Hill. He'll go to the line.
Not a big fan of Seymour going to this full court press. Had a tough time just covering them in half court offense. This is, in theory, a full court defense is all about intimidation, but there's nothing really that North needed to be intimidated about this defense to this point. So if they're able to all they have to do is just make smart passes, and they make a defense even thinner.
Yeah, North with a commanding 24-point lead. And as you said, again, and also it speeds Seymour back up as you're trying to throw that full court press as Fields scores for the Owls. Bloomington North with it. Fitch gets it to Hill. Nice pass inside to Rager. Back out to Fitch. Rager turnaround shot, no good. Rebounded Fields. Rager does a nice job, though, of knowing where the guys are that he could kick it out to.
Yeah, it's not just his blocking out or his post moves. Like I said, he just has an awesome post presence.
That's going to be on Fitch, his second, team second. Cooper Macy back in and Colin Weegar, number 2, back in. Hill and Trueblood going out. There is Kleber. That was partially blocked. Loffman with it. As gonna throw it to Weegar. To Macy. Tries to leave it for Rager. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Seymour ball.
Veslage did an excellent job of sealing off that passing lane to Rager. He's having a really nice third quarter here.
Yeah, he's got 3 points so far. As he's kind of commanding, he kind of commands the offense now. He wants the ball as he gets it over to Ball and then to Fields. Fields is going to go one-on-one against Macy, and Macy takes it away. Numbers for Bloomington North. Macy to the basket and scores. Cooper Macy's first 2 of the game. Veslage, cross court to Ball, and it's a foul on the Cougars. That's 2 on Zach Rager, the team's third. Ryan Bramwell is going to check back in, and Rager's going to go out. But this is Kleber with it. Again, Varsity to follow 20 minutes after this game. Seymour comes in with a 2-game winning streak, beating Switzerland County and Charlestown. Bloomington North comes in 7-3, losing to Bloomington South last night. Across town, 9th straight in the series that South wins. Leads that all-time series now 49-27. Marcus Brooks. And Colin Wetzel going to be in as well. For Seymour. Loffman gives it to Macy to Uyghur. Loffman steps in, takes the shot too strong, rebound Brooks. There is Kleber. Gets it to Veslage. Inside, draws contact and gets the and one. That's on Macy, hits second. Team's fourth. Veslage at the line, 5 points so far for Veslage. All coming in this third quarter. Gets that one to go. 21-point lead for Bloomington North. Macy.
You can definitely feel that North has taken a little bit of their foot off the gas.
You can tell they're not pushing the pace as much now, running a little bit of a half-court offense. Bramwell inside to Loffman, and they're going to call the offensive foul on Loffman.
And that's when I think Jackson Bryan was probably asking if they should have called it a little bit sooner in the post. Has kind of getting a little bit away with those elbows.
And that is just the first foul on Loffman. Team's fifth. And Loffman, it's off at Seymour. It will be North basketball. I thought Loffman touched it last. Jackson Ryan's now wanting an explanation. It was right in front of the Seymour bench. As you see the officials explaining it to Ryan, he doesn't agree with it. And I thought it last touched Loffman myself from our angle, which we have a good angle up here in the corner. That was out of bounds. It will be Seymour ball.
Well, ultimately, with the over and back, it didn't matter. Just wasted 3 seconds off the clock.
Approaching a minute to go here in quarter number 3. That's going to be a foul on the Cougars. That's on Macy, his third, team sixth, and now.
One thing that Coach Conte can really work on his team with are, because there's always something you need to work on after each game. There's no such thing as a perfect game. For this one, it's fouls. It has been an obscenely huge foul discrepancy where Bloomington North has committed way too many fouls. It's still the third quarter, and they have just put the Owls into the bonus. And this is the second time they did that also in the first half as well.
So the Owls are shooting 1-1, and Wetzel misses the free throw. Fitch. We're under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Uyghur. Loffman. Fitch gets fouled. Will go to the line. It was a hesitation shot from Fitch. Bryson Baugh. That's his second. Team's third on Seymour. It's going to send Marco Fitch to the line. And he misses that one. 5'11" freshman. He's got 4 points tonight. And he's able to hit that one. And this lead is 22. Press coming again. Colin Weegar steps in front of the passing lane. Too strong for Weegar. Rebounded by Brooks, and then he is fouled.
$5 says the refs last night would have called that a charge.
That's true. We saw several of those last night as well. It's going to be on Cooper Macy, his fourth. Teams 8, Seymour in the 1-1. Marcus Brooks at the line, 6'2" freshman. And he misses that one. Bramwell with the rebound. Tate Malcolm had 2 charges called on him last night.
In a 2-minute span.
Edgewood, though, victorious 77-41 last night over Brown County. Trevor Taylor leading the way with 19. Kyle Rogers, 15. Coleman Sater, 13 points and 9 rebounds, and then Cam Bannister, 11 points to lead the way for Edgewood. Our next game is next Friday night, as it will be Owen Valley at Edgewood, boys and girls doubleheader. And that is one you don't want to miss. That is quite a rivalry. Weegar. Fitch, and just throws up her prayer and gets it to go, as that will end the third quarter. Bloomington North in control, 42-18 over Seymour here on Smithville Sports.
All of our bowls are just a superfood, thicker smoothie, whether that's acai berry. We have what's called pitaya in a couple of our bowls, which is a really vibrant pink color. And then we chop up strawberries, bananas, blueberries, and they drizzle with honey. A couple of our bowls have peanut butter drizzled on top, dark chocolate bites. So every bowl is a little bit unique in its own way, but it's really just straight fruit and granola in a bowl. During the summertime, we're open Friday, Saturday, we're here from 10 to 3, and then Sunday, we're here from 9 o'clock to 1:30.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den here at Bloomington High School North. Tom McKinney Court. You see Jackson Ryan, the former Bedford North Lawrence star, now JV coach at Seymour, as Bloomington North in control, 42-18 against the Owls. As we're glad you could join us for North Cougar basketball here on Smithville Sports alongside Quentin Saturday. I am Nick Jenkinson, and from start to finish, Quinn, it has been all Bloomington North so far in this JV game.
Yeah, but I've really liked Seymour's intensity here during that 23-0 run where Bloomington North jumped up to a 25-2 lead. It just felt like Seymour just wasn't into the game, but since then they have played very well and have played very competitively with Bloomington North. Granted, with the big lead, they've probably taken the foot off the gas a little bit, but I have enjoyed Seymour's efforts since then, as you get to see right there a basket by Marcus Brooks.
Nice drive by Marcus Brooks, his first 2 of the game. This is Nate Toohill with it.
But yeah, absolutely, especially just in terms of just rebounding and defensive intensity, Bloomington North has been hitting on all cylinders.
It's a very good bounce back game after an emotional game last night against Bloomington South across town. You know, it's always interesting when you come off a big rivalry game like that. How do you respond? How do you feel? And you know, they have come out and answered the bell tonight against the Owls. We'll see how Varsity responds after their 70-61 defeat last night. Vesledge going to fire a 3. No good. Bramwell with the rebound. To Hill. Hillenberg. Gets it to Hill. To Trueblood. Gets it to Weegar. Trueblood. Bramwell loses it underneath into the hands of Bryson Ball. This is Fields. Gets it to Brooks. Shot is short, rebounded by Bramwell. This is Uyghur. Drives, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow for Bloomington North. Just under 5 to go here. As Hillenberg leaves it short. Seymour with it. Marcus Brooks. Fields going to fire the 3. No, long rebound. Hill. He's going the other way. Hill and 1.
Hill did an excellent job of adjusting kind of in midair. That's very tough to do. He was going up for a layup, basically had the side of his body kind of just like jolted to the other side. He had to keep concentration and still throw up the ball. That was an excellent job to get the and 1.
Hill misses the free throw. He's got 4 tonight. Lead again 24. Then that will be a foul on Bloomington North. They're going to get Hill for it. That's his second, team's 9th. Bryson Ball at the line, 5'9" sophomore. He's got 2 points tonight, both coming at the foul line, and he gets his 3rd. Now they're going to switch Frazier and Brooks off the line. Put Brooks on the line, Frazier back on defense. And there is Ball, and he's got 4. Here comes the pressure from Seymour. And then Trueblood throws it away into the hands of Veslage. Brooks. Off his feet, pass to Ball. 3 is no good. Hill with the rebound. Trueblood to Hill. Gets it to Uyghur. Bramwell and Veslage battle it underneath, and it's a jump ball and possession arrow with Seymour. Fields will bring it up. Just under 4 to go. Varsity to follow. About 20 minutes after this one. Foul on the Cougars. That's on Uyghur, his 2nd. Now Seymour's in the double bonus, shooting 2 from here on out. Dylan Fields misses that one. Cooper Macy back in, replacing Nate Hill. Fields has 5 points tonight. And he misses that one. Brooks with the rebound and the putback.
One freshman helping out another.
The only 2 freshmen on this Seymour JV squad, Brooks and Fields. Lead is 20. But as you mentioned, Seymour not giving up at all. They've played a lot better in the second half, despite the margin.
Mm-hmm.
That is a foul on the Cougars. It's on Bramwell, his 1st. Now they're going to send in 4 for Seymour. As Kleber's going to be back in.
In fact, since that 23-0 run, Seymour has actually outscored Bloomington North.
Approaching, there is Brooks for the 3. No good. Bramwell with the rebound. Fresh set of subs in for the Owls.
Yeah, they outscored them 22-19 since that 23-0 run.
So a good response for Seymour. Too little too late, though, still being down 20. As Trueblood gets it to go, and he's on the score sheet. The only Cougar not to score yet, Gavin Hillenberg. Well, Gavin Hillenberg and Bramwell. Persinger misses it. Brooks with the offensive rebound. He's called for the travel. Hillenberg. Weeger going to bring it up. Gets it to Trueblood. To Macy. Hillenberg. Going to be a foul. Colin Wetzel with his third. Team's third. Team 6, that's Wetzel's third. Trueblood in the lane, no good, tapped around, gonna be an offensive foul. Bramwell over the back.
You can tell that even in basketball, the running back in Xavier Trueblood is still there. You see an open lane, you run through it.
Xavier Trueblood along with Kate Loffman. And we'll see Aaron Steinfeld in the varsity contest as well. All know that North football team, all key contributors to that North football team as well. As Kleber hits that foul shot. One more for Kleber. He gets them both. He's got 7. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Trueblood, Macy. Gets it to Macy. Hillenberg. Spin move, puts up a shot. Just not able to fall. Seymour with it.
It was a nice move, too.
Kleber going to fire the 3, and it's good. His second 3 of the night, and this lead is now 17. First time in a while Seymour's
That's the first
cut
time
it under 20.
Since that 23-0 run, the first time that it's gotten this low.
There is Macy, short, and then he is knocked down into the hands of Kleber. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound in Hillenberg, and he wants to push. Goes behind his back. Hillenberg coast to coast. He gets fouled. Get to go to the line. That'll be on Marcus Brooks. 17 foul on Seymour. Gavin Hillenberg at the line. And he gets the foul shot to go. Now Ryan Bramwell, the only Cougar who's not been able to score tonight. Hillenberg, a 6'4" sophomore. And he gets both. Start to finish, this has been a total domination for Bloomington North. Kleber, though, hits his third 3, his second one in a row. Lead 16. This is Macy. Hillenberg thought about it. Gonna get it out to Trueblood. Now a foul on Persinger. That'll be the second one. Team's ace, Xavier Trueblood at the line. 2 points so far for Trueblood tonight. He gets that one to go. 49-32 lead. JVs will go to 8-3 on the year. Next week, They will host Martinsville, and then they will be at Terre Haute South in 2 weeks. Kleber misses it, rebound Hillenberg. He's going to dribble it out of trouble, bring it into the front court. And now he's just going to run it out as Bloomington North will win 49-32. So as we look at the highlights, all Bloomington North host of players scoring with Cade Loftman. Nice pass from Trueblood to Zach Rager. Cooper Macy finishes. But Seymour don't give up. Drew Veselich, a good game for him. Marco Fitch just throws up a prayer, gets it answered. Two-Hill finishes. Trueblood scores. Brandon Kleber hits a 3 as Bloomington North wins 49-32. For all the hardworking women and men behind the scenes, for Quinn Saturday, I am Nick Jenkinson. Varsity will follow here about 20 minutes from now on Smithville Sports.